Well, Tui, we managed to get all of the convention-exclusive Disney Funko Pops that we were after this year. It wasn't easy, but I think a cheers is in order, my friend. Congratulations. Wait, oh, just hold on. Oh my gosh, Tui. Funko just announced all of their FunkoCon exclusives. I'll tell you when I've had enough. Welcome to Teacup for One. My name is Matt, and I have 2 degrees. Friends, we survived the Emerald City Comic-Con exclusive Funko Pop drops. We survived the Wondrous Con exclusive Funko Pop drops. Just barely. No thanks to Hot Topic, but we won't get into that. But now, summer is upon us, and Funko has just released all of their summer convention FunkoCon exclusive Funko Pops. There are so many convention exclusive Funko Pops. I've really only been collecting seriously for just over a year now, so this is my first full calendar year where I've really been aware of the breadth of how many of these exclusive pops just keep dropping. Before we get into this, you might be asking, what is FunkoCon? And it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's a virtual Funko convention, and all of the exclusives that are being released for FunkoCon are the exclusives that would have been released for San Diego Comic-Con if they were able to hold that in person this year. But no matter what the actual name of the convention is, these are really cool figures that are going to be really hard to get. And that's where the fun of it is. And when I say fun, I mean the agonizing frustration. This is the thing with convention exclusives that I learned the hard way. If you see a convention exclusive that you know you want, or you even suspect you might possibly want, you need to put in the work to know the second that it's going to release online to make sure that you can order it directly from the retailer so that you don't have to buy it on eBay from a scalper for like 20 times its original price. I'm not speaking from experience. I might be speaking from experience. But we're not going to talk about that today. No. Today we are focusing on the fun, or the Funko. So, without any further ado, it is time for me to rank and review all of the Disney convention-exclusive Funko Pops that are being released for this year's FunkoCon. Now, as usual with my ranking and reviewing videos, we are going to be going in order from my least favorite to my most favorite. Not to say that the least favorite are bad, but they're the ones that I'm least likely to put any effort into buying for myself, whereas most favorite are the ones that I'm already scheming to add to my collection. Evil laugh. Okay, let's just get on with the list. Let's get popping. Here we go. Number 8. It's a Small World. Mexico. Now, this is what I like about this pop. I like that it's another Disney Parks pop. And the Disney Parks Funko Pops are very near and dear to my heart. Between the Mad Tea Party collection, the Haunted Mansion, the Pirates of the Caribbean, Figment, like, It's a Small World, in theory, should thrill me. What I don't like about it is the pop itself. I've already kind of shared my thoughts on the It's a Small World line in general, but just to reiterate, my basic feelings about It's a Small World as pops is I think it's just kind of meh. And this is why. Funko Pops have a very distinct design and a very distinct look. The dolls from It's a Small World also have a very distinct look and design. And I think when those two things come together, they kind of cancel each other out and just give us something a little bit mediocre. From the Funko side of things, I think we already had a beautiful line that celebrated different cultures and their respective outfits, which was the Pop Around the World line. For Canada, we had a beaver named Douglas who was dressed as a Mountie, and he is adorable. Now, from the Disney side of things, all of the charm from It's a Small World comes out of the very specific production design. From like the Mary Blair color palettes and the Alice Davis costumes and the doll designs of whichever Imagineer did that. I didn't really do the research, I don't know. The point is that so much of the charm of It's a Small World comes out of those very specific artistic interpretations. And I don't think that really comes through in the pop figure. If I didn't have the context of the box telling me that this is It's a Small World, I would just look at this and really not know what franchise it's meant to be from. I would just look at this and think, it's a small Funko child wearing a traditional Mexican outfit. Cute, but what is it from? Then if you said it's a small world, I would say, is it? Number 7, the Ultimate Princess Snow White Bundle. And this one, okay, this entertains me for a lot of reasons. Now, just speaking in terms of the pop itself, I don't think the pop figure is anything special. It's the exact same sculpt of the existing Snow White Funko Pop, but they just, they metallicized her, and she does look really cool. I'm a fan of like the muted tones, and if they end up doing this look with the other princesses, I do think it's one of those stylized sets that actually works for the characters, but we'll see how that goes. Just in terms of the pop, I think she's okay. What I find really entertaining about this is that it's a bundle of a Funko Pop pin, and a Loungefly backpack. It's like Funko is totally aware of the Disney collector community. Because what does the Disney collector community go nuts for? Pins, Loungeflies, and Funko Pops. And they have taken all 3 of those things and just crammed them together into the Ultimate Princess collectible. And I know that the title of this is Ultimate Princess, meaning like, oh, Snow White, she's the ultimate princess. But no. This is like the ultimate commercialized collector's item. None of these items really speak to me personally, but I think they're cool. Loungefly backpacks I admire from afar, and I do admire this from afar. And pop pins, I'm not a huge pin collector, but I think it's fine. It's Snow White. But yeah, the thing that just really entertains me is that this is Funko just like reaching into the wallets of all the Disney collectors and saying, oh, are you just a Loungefly collector? Well, you know what? If you want the Loungefly, you need the pin and the pop. Are you just a pin collector? Too bad. If you want the pin, you need a Loungefly and a pop. Just a pop collector? Oh, no. You're going to start collecting pins and Loungeflies now. Give us all of your money. Number 6, the Rocketeer flying Funko Pop. Now, this is a shared exclusive with Toys R Us in Canada, and it's available through the Funko Shop in the States. And I think it's okay. I'm not as impressed with it as I was with the Rocketeer soda figure that was released through the Wonderers Con, but for Rocketeer fans, I think it's cool that they have another shot at getting a Rocketeer Funko Pop, because the last Rocketeer Funko Pop that came out was all the way back in 2013, and right now its trending value is well over $100. So it's a chance to get a Rocketeer Pop in your collection. So that's fun. Like I've said on the channel before, personally, I'm not a fan of the flying Funko Pops that have the little, like, transparent base that just makes them look like they're flying. And I think my biggest issue or concern with this pop is just that the eyes look smaller than I would think they should be. And I think this is just a result of, like, the shape of Funko Pops not necessarily lending itself well to the original design of the Rocketeer's helmet. I think that's why the Rocketeer made such a cool soda figure, because the sodas already have this really elongated look to them, whereas Pops are more like bubbly. And the eyes just look too small. It could just be a perspective thing, but I don't know. Just, to me, it doesn't scream Rocketeer helmet. But again, if I was a diehard Rocketeer fan, I would be so excited for this. But I'm not, and I'm not. Next, number 5, the Black Light White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, which is the final piece of the Black Light Alice in Wonderland collection. Now, he's being sold through the Funko Shop in the States, but in Canada, he is a Toys R Us exclusive, which might be the first piece of good news for Canadian Funko Pop collectors. Maybe ever. But on the flip side of that, it's also kind of a massive tease, because trying to get any Alice in Wonderland Blacklight Pops, like, at all, was a massive ordeal that I have not spoken about on this channel yet, largely because I try to limit profanity on the channel, but just rest assured, trying to order any of the Alice in Wonderland Blacklight Pops was not fun. I did kind of manage to get one of them, but I'll talk about that in a future video. I am excited to have the opportunity available to me to buy the White Rabbit in Canada, but I'm also kind of annoyed that it's the White Rabbit. Okay, let's just call a spade a spade. I really wanted the Blacklight Cheshire Cat, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get the Blacklight Cheshire Cat. So when I look at this rabbit, it just reminds me of my own personal failures. But the pop itself is cool. I mean, I've never really understood why Funko does these Blacklight pops, especially since I think they started out with the Marvel characters and then they moved on to some of the DC characters, and I couldn't really see any correlation between those characters and Blacklight. But Alice in Wonderland is just kind of like a giant drug trip. So the Blacklight treatment for those pops makes all the sense in the world to me. And I actually haven't tried to do any Blacklight photography, and this would have been the perfect first opportunity if I was able to get any of them. Sorry. I just really wanted that cat. But I can get the rabbit. I guess that's just as good. Okay, moving on. Number 4. Scout Leader Kronk with Scout Leader Squirrel. Now, this is a Boxlunch exclusive in the States, and in Canada, it's being shared with Grossner. I'm not totally sure what Grossner is, but I think they supply Funko Pops to Shoppers Drug Mart and other similar retailers that aren't just pop-specific stores, but sell pops. So really, I'm just hoping that one day I'll be in Shoppers Drug Mart, like replenishing my Diet Coke supply, and I'll just see Kronk. But regardless. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of The Emperor's New Groove. I think the movie's hilarious, but I also think that the characters lend themselves to Funko Pops so well. And this one is hilarious and adorable. Now, this calls to mind one of the funniest parts of the film when Kronk is speaking Squirrel, you know, squeaky, 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 squeakerson. And the thing that makes this pop super adorable for me isn't Kronk. It's the fact that there's a tiny squirrel wearing a hat and a kerchief. I just realized that my favorite thing about the Princess Aurora Funko Pop that came out earlier this year was also the tiny squirrel sidekick. I think I have a thing for Funko Pop squirrels. Okay, and here we are, down to the wire, friends. My top 3. The 3 Disney exclusive FunkoCon Funko Pops that I am hoping to add to my collection. Starting off, number 3, Mickey Mouse from the 3 Musketeers. So this pop is going to be shared with Amazon, just like Donald was earlier this year, which was also the first part of the 3 Musketeers set, and it's Mickey Mouse in the 3 Musketeers. I mean, really, what more is there to say? I'm a big Mickey Mouse Funko Pop collector, but I also love the 3 Musketeers film. I think it's one of the most underrated animated Disney films, and I'm really excited to see how this set comes together. Clearly, they're going towards having all 3 Musketeers. I mean, Goofy hasn't been announced yet as far as I know, but if they only release Donald and Mickey, well, actually, that would kind of go hand in hand with how Funko operates, because they haven't made any announcements to finish the stretching room set from the Haunted Mansion, but I digress. I'm really excited to see how the set is going to come together. I can just imagine how beautiful it is going to look eventually to have the full set with Mickey, Donald, and Goofy with their swords drawn, all for one and one for all. Catch your pants before they fall. Number 2, the Walrus and the Carpenter from Alice in Wonderland. So this is going to be shared with Entertainment Earth in the States, and in Canada, it's going to be shared with Indigo. And this is my first time ever seeing Indigo as a shared retailer in Canada. So that means I can go to the bookstore, so that's exciting. And I mean, I've spoken so much on the channel about how much I love when Funko releases pops based on obscure characters, and the Walrus and the Carpenter from Alice in Wonderland are like next level obscure. I actually forgot that this sequence in the film existed until I saw the pops. I already have the entire Alice in Wonderland line pre-ordered, minus the Blacklight collection, but I'm not bitter. I'm a little bit bitter, but I think the Walrus and the Carpenter are a really fun addition to the normal line of Alice in Wonderland pops that are coming out this year. And what I really love is that they've turned the Carpenter into the little buddy. Like, they didn't release 2 separate figures. They kind of gave us 2 for 1. And that's what I love about the buddies in general. And when I say buddies, as far as I know, that's the official term for when Funko releases those pop characters where it comes with a normal-sized character and then the fun little sidekick. And going back to what I was saying about being excited by Funko releasing figures of more obscure characters, this one just really makes me wonder if we're going to see any more obscure Alice in Wonderland characters popified before the end of the year. I know for myself, I would love to see Mr. Doorknob or Dinah. because we could always use more Disney cats. Moving on. And now, friends, the moment we have all been waiting for. My most anticipated FunkoCon exclusive Disney Funko Pop of 2021. None other than the wardrobe from Beauty and the Beast. The wardrobe is getting her own Funko Pop. Oh, I am in love. Okay, I love all of the characters in Beauty and the Beast, and I think the wardrobe is one that really flies under the radar, and it's such a shame because she is such a fun character, especially in the stage show. I'm actually not sure what her official name is in the Disney canon. I know in the musical her name is Madame de la Grande Bouche. In the live-action film, I believe she was Madame Garderobe, and I'm going to be really curious to see what they actually name her on the box. I think it's going to be Madame Wardrobe, but who knows? We'll find out together. And like, this is just to me an indication that Funko is just getting started with their Beauty and the Beast 30th anniversary pops for this year. So far, we've already seen Belle in her green dress, the Enchantress, and now the wardrobe. Now, my observations there are, first of all, they seem to have a thing for Beauty and the Beast characters that are embracing green. But it's really making me hold out hope that we're going to see more Beauty and the Beast characters popified. I would love to see a LeFou pop before the end of the year. I would love to see Gaston in his wedding outfit before the end of the year. You know, I don't think we actually have the Beast in his ballroom outfit from the animated film, so that I think is a no-brainer. Babette, the feather duster, the possibilities are endless. The pop-sibilities are endless. And all of that aside, I think Madame Wardrobe is one of those characters where the original design like marries with the Funko Pop aesthetic perfectly. This is just such a cool looking figure. And I really like that they made the choice to have one of the doors open with the dress draped over, because then you get to see all of the drawers. And she just, you know, she has the saucy little smile that she has in the movie. She's really emanating the personality of the character. Even if Beauty and the Beast wasn't one of my favorite Disney movies, this pop would be very high on my list. But just between how much I love the character, how much I love the film, and how much I love the pop design, this is my #1 priority for FunkoCon. Anyway, friends, this concludes yet another episode of Teacup for One. So let me know, of course, in the comment section down below, which of these FunkoCon exclusives was your favorite? Or is there a FunkoCon exclusive that's not Disney that I didn't talk about today that you still really want to add to your collection? Let me know. And if you want to be the first to know when I release more videos about Funko Pops or videos where I talk about Disney, Shakespeare, film, sometimes cats, make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. If you haven't subscribed already, it is super easy. All you have to do is click on my face. Thanks for joining me again today, everyone. My name is Matt, and I have 2 degrees, and that's the tea cup for one. Go away.